For the 4 on Your Side investigative team, email us 40ys@kob.com.
Live from ABQ Uptown, this is the KOB Eyewitness News for Holiday Food Drive.
Welcome, I'm Tom Joles along with Danielle Tedesco. We are out at ABQ Uptown. Gorgeous night, people all around. There's a lot of great energy. In the next hour, we're going to do some important work.
We are going to check in with a lot of people who've been doing a lot of work to get a lot of food for people who really need it this holiday season. There's been a lot of success out here, and I can't wait to hear from some of the people who've been working.
Yeah, I don't know if you can tell, but behind us we have the mail carrier's truck. They've been collecting food all day, all over Albuquerque. We're going to find out how they did. We also have the Christmas tree behind us, and at the end of the show, there's a special surprise, so you'll want to stick around for that to find out what the Christmas tree is going to do. Let's bring in Melody Wattenbarger now from Roadrunner Food Bank. And Melody, we always say that this is the KOB Eyewitness News for Holiday Food Drive to benefit the Roadrunner Food Bank. I was thinking about that as I was driving over. It's really to benefit New Mexico, a lot of New Mexicans.
It's to benefit hungry people. That's what it's all about, all over the state.
And for folks who don't have a good idea of what you do, why don't you explain what Roadrunner Food Bank is all about?
We gather up food and we distribute it through other nonprofit organizations, hundreds of them across the state, and those organizations are feeding about 40,000 people every week.
There is a big money conversion for how much a donation $1 can do, right?
That's exactly right. Because our food is donated and we use many, many volunteers like the ones out here, we're able to distribute $9 worth of food for every dollar that we spend to operate.
That is remarkable. Yeah. And if you want to come out here, we're accepting food, non-perishables. We're also accepting cash. We've set up a hotline back at KOB-TV. Maria Guerrero's there, and we're going to check in with her shortly. So if you want to donate $10, it really becomes $90. So that's something you should think about.
Yeah. All right. We will check in now with our other crew right across the way, Steve and Antoinette.
Hello, everybody, and good evening. We would love to see you down here. It's just beautiful. Very festive, holiday-like.
Oh, there is nothing to get you into that holiday spirit like coming on down right now to ABQ Uptown, donating your non-perishable items. We're going to be here, like Tom and Danielle said, for a whole hour until 6 o'clock tonight.
You can bring anything by that's non-perishable, and we'll load it right into the truck. Talk about direct access and easy to do if you're anywhere in the neighborhood. We'll be here until 6, and we'd love to see you. Why don't you tell us about some of the things they're looking for?
Yeah, some of the most needed items we need right now: peanut butter, jelly, sauces, beans, pasta, boxed meals, soup, rice. You see all those items up there on your screen right now. Pretty much any non-perishable item you can think of. Grab it up, gather it up, bring it on down here to ABQ Uptown. We're going to be here till 6 o'clock. Right now, we want to head over live to our Maria Guerrero. She's standing by in the newsroom live over at KOB with more on how you can donate from the comfort of your very own home. Maria, good evening.
Hello, Antoinette. Hello, Steve Stucker. The good news here at our TV station, the phones are starting to ring. Some good news out here. Let's go over to Jason Greving. He is with Roadrunner. Oh, you have a phone call. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Holiday Food Drive. Would you like to make a donation? All right. What amount would you like to give? Okay.
Well, there you go. We're already having one donation. We have a couple of other phone calls already into this donation hotline. That number for you to donate is on your screen right now. There are two numbers. The first local number is for those living right here in the Albuquerque area. The other 1-800 number, 1-855 number rather, is for everyone else in the entire state. All of these donations go statewide to needy families this holiday season. So far it looks good, and I just do want to tell you that it's great that we're seeing the non-perishable items being donated, but I do want to remind you that for every $1, Roadrunner Food Bank can distribute 5 meals. $1, 5 meals right there, just for that $1. So go on and call in, and yeah, there you go. You're calling in. Thank you so much. We'll send it back out to you guys.
Good news.
Great.
Love to hear those phone calls coming in. Yeah. We have Chris Gomez now with Smith Golf Course in McMahon, correct?
Yes.
And you guys have a big big donation.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm covering up the number right now. We're going to make this really dramatic. We don't have a drum roll, but Chris, why don't you tell us how much Smith's is donating this year to the food drive?
$20,000 check from Smith's. It's all 25 stores here in New Mexico.
Wow, 20 grand. Smith's is always there, and there again this year. And that's not the only way you're helping out.
No, we have some barrels in all of Smith's. You can drop off any non-perishable items, and we'll fill them up and empty them.
You're also making it so easy for customers who are already shopping at the register. What can they do?
Yes, all they have to do is they can drop off any non-perishable items, or they can purchase them and put them. And then we also have Hope for the Holidays, Hope to the Table. They can donate $5, $10, or $15. That mostly for Christmas, but they can also do.
And they do that right at the register.
At the register. Yes.
Okay. And one more thing, we did an interesting story on the news this week about how Smith's and the Roadrunner Food Bank do this thing, a food rescue.
Yes.
Yeah. Rescuing it before it
Why would someone rescue food? Why don't you explain how that works?
That's a little bit of almost before it goes out of date. They pull it off the shelf and we donate a really lot. And
a really lot. My cue card says 800,000 pounds of rescued food last year just from Smith's to go to waste.
Go in the dumpsters.
Yeah, well, that's incredible. Okay.
Big pioneers for this, absolutely. All right, time to check in with more successful stories over with Steve and Antoinette.
Thanks, Smith's.
Thank you.
Hey, Tom and Danielle. Right now, we are joined by Valerie Chacon and Dave Pratt with the National Letter Carriers Association. Talk about a group that this food drive could not happen without.
You guys collect food at the mailboxes and then do wheelies all the way back to headquarters, right?
Yeah, usually we're out trying to empty our trucks, get rid of the mail. Today we're delivering the mail and picking up food all day, filling the trucks.
You said yours was sagging a little bit.
Yes, it was. It was full, and I appreciate all the patrons who left food out today. So.
Valerie, you do a lot of the organization and get this thing rolling. What's involved with your part in this?
Basically, partnering up with Roadrunner, getting the food drive cards distributed, going to all of the stations, motivating our carriers, and just knowing what the impact it's going to have, I think has been amazing for all of us.
Now, last year you guys raised 218,590 pounds of food. That is just so much. How do you think the turnout was this year?
Yeah, we've actually been getting really positive feedback. On this day, I always call my carriers, like, how's it looking? Are the tires going a little bit lower? And so it's been really positive. So the numbers will continue to come in as we will, food will trickle in throughout the rest of the week or the week coming up. So,
Dave, what about the carriers themselves? They must get some personal good feeling out of this.
Yeah, well, they all have a relationship with their patrons out there. They see them every day delivering the mail, and it's great when the patrons chip in and do something for the community. It wouldn't be the same without it, really wouldn't.
Well, please pass our thanks along to everybody involved with your organization.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And right now, we want to send it out to Heather Mills. She is standing by at the Steve Schiff Post Office over on Candelaria, where all of that food that the letter carriers are picking up goes to, and lots of sorting going on out there, Heather.
Well, Antoinette, Steve, you guys, actually a truck just came in, so there's a Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts running to go unload that truck right now, which is really exciting to see them work so hard. I got to tell you, I'm surrounded not only by Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts, but lots and lots of canned and dry food, which is so good to see during this time of year. Let's go ahead and talk to Barbara Wood. She works with USPS. And Barbara, you guys have been doing this for a number of years now. You do two food drives a year,
yes,
but the holiday food drive, obviously a big one. We talk about people needing food this time of year. Tell me how good this feels.
Well, it feels really good, and all of the Postal Service employees are really excited to be able to help the community in this way, since we are the only post office that does the holiday food drive. Everyone does the May, but we do two a year, and we're really excited to help the community. like to thank our customers because they're so generous at this time of year when they know that there's people out there that really need the food. And so it's really exciting to be a part of that.
And it gets kind of fun, I'm told. There's a little bit of a friendly competition among the letter carriers. So, of course, Steve Schiff is where we're at now. Of course, they want to beat the other guys. How are they doing?
They're doing excellent. Steve Schiff always brings in a lot of food from the customers, and some of the letter carriers have already come back once to unload their truck before they finished their route because it filled up with food, and then they went back out on the route to finish it, and they're going to get more food as they finish their routes.
Wow, so that's got to feel good. They're loading their trucks, and Steve Stucker, of course, always says they're doing wheelies.
Exactly. They're actually low riders because of all the food, but
that we love to see. Barbara, thank you so much. I'm going to send it back to you guys for now. Of course, we've got lots more going on here. We're hoping for more trucks. I think there's about 13 more out there. So we're going to just keep unloading. I'm going to work out my guns a little bit. Back to you.
All right. Thank you so much, Heather. You know, this is a group effort. We can't just do it with KOB-TV. We need a lot of friends, and we have them in KOB-FM. The morning crew here, we've got Kiki Garcia, Danny Vigil, and Carlos Duran.
That's right.
And they have been working the last 3 Friday mornings,
yes,
right?
3.
Tell us what you've been doing.
Well, we've been going out to Smiths all over town and collecting food in the morning while our show is on, asking people to come out and donate their non-perishable items.
And how did it go, gentlemen?
And we're at over 1,500 pounds.
Awesome.
So, yeah. We're really excited. So everybody coming together is really been nice.
We really love just going out and just getting all the people, all the community together, and really giving them a chance during our morning show to come out and donate food for everyone that needs it.
It must be so exciting, too, to see the reaction to you're on the radio, you're waiting for people to show up. What's that like?
Yeah, it's really nice. It's really fulfilling, and it's exciting to actually see it happen when we announce it on the air, and then we see people start driving up and dropping off the food.
The power.
Yeah, it feels like, wow, we're actually on the air, you know?
People are listening.
Yeah, people are listening. All 7 or 8 of them, they're coming through.
There's more than that.
Yeah.
You can tell with 1,500 pounds.
Yeah, so we really do appreciate it. We're really humbled, and we're really excited to team up with you guys.
Well, wonderful. It's great having you here. A lot of folks don't get to see you in person, so here's what they look like. Kiki.
That's right.
Danny. And
They're
Carlos.
just as good as they sound, yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, time to send it over to Steve and Antoinette.
Well,
right,
the feds are here. The feds are here.
Watch out.
And it's a good thing. John Quaid is the executive director of the Federal Executive Board. You folks have been involved for years and years. You raised tons, literally, of food over the summer. Over 24,000 pounds, I understand?
Yeah, that's right, Steve. This is about our 10th year. Last year, during the holiday food drive, we raised about 19. And the last couple of years, we've been doing summer drives that have totally increased over what we've been doing during the holidays.
And you know, the giving doesn't stop here. You guys are going to continue to raise food and collect food.
Right. At the different federal workplaces, the Roadrunner Food Bank has set up barrels. The employees could drop off their food at the barrels at the offices where they work.
Now, I know you work for IRS, but give us, I know you can't do a complete list, but give us a rundown of some of the different federal agencies that we might be talking about here.
Well, and there's one of the bigger agencies in Albuquerque that participates, National Nuclear Security Administration, the U.S. Forest Service, the Bureau of Reclamation, U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, even the federal courts get involved, the bankruptcy court, the agencies of the Department of Interior. There's really too many to name.
Wide-ranging.
Yes, very wide-ranging.
So these are employees giving the food. 24,000 pounds of food, that's a lot, but this is coming from within the department. And then are you also asking the general public to come in and donate?
It's really a workplace center. The barrels usually are in places behind where the public goes, but it's the employees themselves that are donating the food at their workplaces.
Well, please pass along our thanks, and we're very grateful for your support and your continued involvement.
You're welcome.
All right, we are going to send it over to Maria Guerrero. She's standing by live in our newsroom right now with much more on how you can donate from home. We've had that number scrolling at the bottom of your screen. Maria, how's it going in there so far?
The great news, Antoinette, is that the phones are starting to ring off the hook right here. Our wonderful volunteers are taking calls left and right. And this is the piece of paper that our wonderful volunteers out here are filling out. There's $25, $50, $100, $250 donations right here. That $250 actually translates into 1,250 meals for needy families this holiday season. So please give as much as you can. We've already gotten some $100 donations. Let's go over here to Jason Greving. He is the Chief Financial Officer with Roadrunner Food Bank. How is it going so far?
Oh, it's going great. We need these phones to ring. They've been ringing off the hook. It's great. So keep them coming.
And Jason, we were just talking about how this is not just something that you do twice a year. This translates into help for families, especially needy children around the state year-round, correct?
Absolutely. So we receive the donations in, the food donations as well as money donations. They're distributed throughout the year. They're used throughout the year. So it's very important. About 40% of the people that we serve are kids. We have backpack programs where the kids receive backpacks full of food. They take them home over the weekend. It supplements. It helps, feed the families throughout the week. So it's really, really helpful.
It's very unfortunate, but we do need it around the state. One of the poorest states, unfortunately, around the country.
Absolutely. We rank second in poverty, food insecurity.
All right, we'll get back to work, okay? And now, if the phones are busy right now, please still give. You can actually get on your cell phone and text RRFB to 20222. That's 20222, and that is a $10 donation for Roadrunner Food Bank. Again, for every $1 that you donate, that translates into 5 meals for needy families, not just this holiday season, but year-round. We're going to send it back out to Tom and Danielle.
That's right. Thanks, Maria. We are here now with Frank Whiston, New Mexico four-wheelers. You guys just showed up one year and decided to just keep coming, right?
Yeah, we just decided to keep coming. We figure you're Channel 4, we're the New Mexico four-wheelers. It's a good fit.
It's a lovely marriage, and it works for both of us.
That's right.
We're both happy.
What you guys can't see right now is there's a pretty big traffic backup over here. Not just one, that you can see a Jeep right behind us here.
Actually, let's go for a walk.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Come this way. Yeah, we're walking. There's actually a big line of four-wheel drives going through the parking lot here at ABQ Uptown. Tell me about the folks who are lined up here.
Okay, well, we got a dozen of our club members followed us over here today to drop off food donations.
And we have one right here. Sir.
Yes, sir.
How's the work going?
It's going great.
Tell us what's going on here.
They're unloading all the food out of the back into my Jeep.
And people are probably wondering, where did that guy get all that food?
My wife buys it all year long. Every time we go grocery shopping, she picks something up.
Just a little extra for the hungry people of New Mexico.
Exactly.
Isn't that awesome?
This is so exciting.
Yeah. Thank you. Are all the members involved?
Yeah, we try to get everybody involved. We encourage people to bring donations to club functions and stuff like that. So everybody seems to come together.
And how many vehicles did you say you have?
We have about a dozen today. We have a total of about 60 member families in the club. So we're a relatively small group. So.
All right. Well, thank you. Let's move this one out if we could.
Yeah.
Next. Come on. Okay, we've got a Hummer coming next. Filled with food.
Yeah, there was a big challenge that you guys had. One of the members challenged.
It's actually this lady right here.
This one right here.
She challenged all of her coworkers to fill this vehicle up with food. All of her friends and coworkers.
Okay, let's see how see how she did. Let's crack it.
Yeah.
Let's open the back. All right. It looks full to me.
Yeah.
I don't know that anybody can lift those.
Yeah, those bins are going to be a little heavy, so we're going to have some help there.
Ma'am?
Yes.
So you challenge your coworkers?
Absolutely, yes. Like, help me fill my Hummer, and you can see what I got. So, I mean, it's good 300-400 pounds of food. So
okay, where do you work?
Xerox.
All right, way to go, Xerox. Nice job. Nice job on your part. Thank you.
All right, I think it's time to send it back over to Steve and Antoinette.
All right, Danielle, Tom, thank you. Ooh, I was worried that Tom was going to get hit by one of those Jeeps. Good thing, he's nice and quick and he can get out of the way. Well, right now we are talking to a woman who was on a mission this Halloween. We talk about how this is such a big group effort with the Roadrunner Food Drive, but you went on a solo mission to collect some food this Halloween. Tell us about your Trick or Can event.
Well, this event started in 2010, and we
We collected 844 pounds this year, and basically what it is girls from Valencia County dress up in their Halloween costumes a couple of days before Halloween and go trick-or-treating, and instead of candy, they get cans.
Now, Cassie Sparks, you're a sophomore, homeschooled, and involved in the Girl Scouts. How'd you come up with this idea?
Well, this event actually started, my mom did it for a couple of years where we used to live in Lexington, Kentucky, and I just figured that it was a need everywhere, not just where we were from, and so I just brought it here.
And the people that you trick-or-treated at, did you have to explain, well, I really would prefer a can instead of candy?
Well, no, actually, we pre-paper the neighborhoods we go to, so we send out a flyer beforehand, and then everybody goes and everybody knows.
Now, is this something that you plan on continuing even once you're out of the Girl Scouts?
I don't know yet. I plan on going further and getting into my Gold Award this coming year in 2013. So I don't know if I'm going to keep going after high school and everything after Girl Scouts, but we'll see.
But so far, it's such a great thing you've done. 844 pounds of food you've collected. Pretty much you and all of your fellow Girl Scouts.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We hope that if you're not able to continue, that you'll pass the legacy on to the girls that follow you into the troop.
Great. Thank you very much.
You bet. Thank you.
All right, we're going to send it back to Tom and Danielle right now. Thanks, guys. We have Kristen Johansson, Albuquerque Teachers Federation, correct?
Yes.
Thank you for being here. What did you guys do?
This is the third year that the Teachers Federation and the Albuquerque Educational Assistants have collected food with the help of the teachers at the schools. So we've coordinated our building reps. We had 26 schools participate this year.
Wow.
And so far, of the 8 that their food has been weighed, we've got 7,000 pounds, over 7,000 pounds.
Okay, I was going to say, you did better than that box that Wally's holding.
Yeah, Wally's holding the box over there.
That's a sample. We have some adorable little girls here from Monte Vista Elementary, right? Monte Vista did a lot this year.
Yeah, they definitely collected a lot of food, and they're one of our smaller schools, so the per child rate of food that they're collecting is phenomenal. So we are happy to have them participate.
Yeah, let's talk to them.
Good work.
What's your name?
Rachel.
Rachel and who?
Zoe.
Rachel and Zoe. Well, thanks guys for being here. And what did you guys do to help feed the hungry here in New Mexico? Did you collect some food?
Yeah. Basically, we just, as a part of student council, which is a thing we do at our school, basically we just decided to start helping other people.
That's so
nice. So we started a food drive.
Is that exciting?
That's a good thing to learn at your age.
Yeah, good job, guys.
So once again, the Albuquerque Teacher Federation, how much food did you collect?
We're not sure yet, but from 8 schools out of 26, over 7,000 pounds so far. So,
and more. Yeah.
And more coming.
Yeah.
So thank you so much to all the schools that are participating.
Great.
Wonderful.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. Teachers, kids, whoever was involved. This bad economy has been really tough on the working poor, the disabled, those on fixed incomes, and getting enough to eat, obviously, a real concern.
But the mobile food pantry run by the Roadrunner Food Program is taking food directly to the ones who need it the most, and Maria Guerrero has that story.
Roadrunner Food Bank driver Carlo Albuquerque takes to the road every day of the week. He says he's driven nearly 50,000 miles in the past year. He could have driven around the earth twice.
I delivered to Hobbs, Roswell, Eunice, Jowell on the eastern part of the state. And then I go to Reserve, Comado, Daddle, Pytown.
13 counties around New Mexico get help from the Roadrunner Food Bank. With so many counting on help, there's no calling in sick.
Well, you just wake up in a bad mood and don't want to come to work, but the rewards at the end of the day, when you see the people, the rewards are great.
I am poor. I'm in that poverty level, and I wasn't before my accident.
Nandy McNally had a car accident that left her unable to work. She counts on the mobile food pantry to help fill in some gaps. With medical expenses and other things that come up, some months, what comes in is just not enough.
I don't feel like I'm going through feast or famine anymore of just spending my budget and living until that's all, and then eating ramen noodles every day after that.
Gay Brown helps take care of her grandkids part-time. She's getting assistance and food stamps, too.
Not very much. that $50 don't go very far. And I go to the grocery store, and I get what I can get, but the food pantry fills in where I don't get, and it makes my meals. It makes my meals. Without that, I couldn't make a meal.
For many, asking for help is the hardest part. Pride was the first thing McNally had to give up.
It was hard to get used to, but now I'm at peace with it, and I'm just in gratitude.
Welcome back. Just to give you a quick update, the four-wheelers just keep on coming, and they're all packed with food, which is a really good thing.
There are a lot of them, so if you're out here, try and be careful as they're driving by. Time to check in with Heather Mills. You know, people have been leaving food at their mailboxes all day long, and Heather is at the Steve Schiff Post Office watching those all come in. Heather.
Okay, it is definitely tough to hear you guys. The Boy Scouts and the Girl Scouts behind me have been singing while they work, like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. But what we really need to talk about when we're talking about this food drive is the absolute need for it. And I know everyone knows we talk about the economy, we talk about the need for these non-perishable food items so that folks can actually put food on their table. Let's go in and talk with Julie Anderson. She's with Roadrunner Food Bank. And Julie, this time of year is so critical. Obviously, we always think about the holidays, needing food for, the special events, but it's not just the special events. It is the day-to-day living.
That is correct. People are hungry every day of the year, and this food drive helps sustain us throughout the whole year. It's just critical for us, and the folks of Albuquerque and the area are so very generous here with all the food donations they're giving us.
Now, Julie, we had kind of joked earlier that we're at Steve Schiff, obviously, and they have a friendly competition among all the post offices. Now, you gave them an extra challenge this year.
Well, we do what's called a stand-up here at the post office. We did it this week, and last year this post office was #1, and I challenged them to be #1 again this year.
Very good. Well, we hope they will. We know that there's still some trucks out there, still some trucks waiting to come in. Of course, the Boys and Girl Scouts behind me are anxiously awaiting for those trucks to come in, about 12-4 at this point. We're going to monitor this whole situation, and we'll be back in just a little bit.
Well, it's time to introduce you again, as we always do this time of year, to the Get Up Gang from 92.3 KRST. Dawson McKay and his, I started to say brand new partner, but you've been around for a while now. Carmelina Hart's here.
I've been around for a little while.
How long now?
Well, I've been at Crest for about 3 months now.
Yeah, okay. Old timer. Old timer.
Old timer out there.
What have you guys been doing with the food drive this year?
Just making sure that everybody remembers that it's happening. And, this time of the year, people just know. And New Mexicans are always, especially KRST listeners, are just, they're so giving in a time when everybody's talking about how tough it is in these hard economic times. And people still just give because they know there's a lot of need here. And they step up.
Carmelina, your audience, I listen to you guys. They're fun, they're funny, but they've also got heart, don't they?
They do, a whole lot of heart, and it's an honor to actually be here and be part of this with you guys. And just being part of Crest and being part of all of this is just super cool.
So being that you've only been there for a few months, how's it been like over these last couple weeks, promoting the food drive, and what kind of response are you guys getting from the listeners?
People are calling up and asking, how can I be part of this? What do I need to do? And so it's awesome to hear that kind of stuff. And if you have any food, you want to be part of it right now, come on down to the Albuquerque Uptown and you can take care of that.
Okay, continue to donate. And before we go, come on, put your shades on so people will recognize you. I've never seen him without them. I've known this guy for 10 years.
This is the first time.
Never seen him without the shades. Okay, well.
It's a nighttime event.
Oh, there we go.
He's not going to be that. He doesn't want to be that guy.
When you're cool, the sun is always shining. All right? Hey, we're going to be back after this break. Stay with us. Don't go away. The holiday food drive continues after this.
Welcome back to the annual KOB Eyewitness News 4 Holiday Food Drive in conjunction with the Roadrunner Food Bank. It's about 5:30 right now. We're going to be out here for another 30 minutes collecting those non-perishable foods here at ABQ Uptown. Right now we are joined with the Cub Scouts of America, Tom, Craig, and Cameron. Thank you guys so much for being here with us.
And in case you wondered, they're not actually Cub Scouts, but leaders. I know we're growing big these days, guys. You folks, your troops, the boys have been really involved. You pull in a lot of food each year.
They pull in, I think it was 12 last year, almost a ton worth worth of food. We've been doing this for a little over 10 years.
And I don't know if we can see it or not, your trailer with bags and bags just pulling up behind us now. We'll try to get a shot of that. You're hoping to beat the total, I bet you.
We are hoping to beat last year's total. All the boys worked really hard, and we're just glad to give this to a good cause here in New Mexico.
Oh my gosh, look, it's my next door. It's my next door neighbor here. I got to get a picture of you. Your mom would be very upset. Look at you holding the flag. Good job there, buddy. Good job.
All right.
Now, what do the kids do to collect?
Well, we collected on the 10th. They collect within their community, and we have 70 kids with a pack that all get together and do this.
All right, guys, great job collecting all that food. And you know what? Showing the flags and
hosting the colors.
Yeah, hosting the colors. All right, guys, thanks so much. Right now, we're going to send it back over to Tom and Danielle.
Hey guys, we are here now with Allie Young, Starbucks, and Starbucks does this every year. What do you guys do to help out?
Every year, currently from December 1st to January 5th, we'll be having Roadrunner Food Bank barrels in each of our locations. We're just looking to beat our goal from last year, which was 2,471 pounds of food.
Awesome.
That is a lot.
Yeah.
It's a big goal.
Okay, so the barrels are like when I walk into a Starbucks, and I do it every day.
When you walk in the door, it's going to be right there.
Okay.
Very easy.
Yes, we're looking for non-perishable food donations.
Excellent. It's always good to have Starbucks on our side.
I know, because how many people go through there every single day?
Every day.
Yeah, and so people can bring in canned food, just
anything non-perishable we're looking to accept.
Are you looking for a place to drop off your food? Well, we're live, but come on over. Allie, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And thank you, Starbucks, for helping out. What do you have here? You just dropped in on us? You've got some ramen, it looks like?
Yeah. Canned goods.
And other things? How did you get this?
We asked people.
You just asked people? You went around and asked people?
Your pantries,
Yeah, why did you decide to do that?
It was our idea.
Come around so we can see your faces. Yeah.
So it was your idea. Why did you decide to help out?
I asked a couple of my coworkers to help donate. We raised about 60 pounds worth of food. About here tonight.
That's so great. Have you ever done this before?
Yes, actually. Every year.
Every year?
Yeah.
Well, we salute you.
Thank you.
This is wonderful.
Thank you.
Great community involvement.
Yeah, we'll be down at the Food Runner Bank tomorrow putting the boxes together.
Excellent.
So.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
All right, time to check in with Maria Guerrero in the newsroom with the food bank, waiting for people to call in, and I hear things are getting busy there. Maria?
They are getting very busy. Spirits are very high. Say hi, everybody. These are our wonderful volunteers. We feel like doing a happy dance, if you will, out here. The last time that you saw us, we reported that a $250 donation will feed, get this, 1,250 people. Just $250 from your money will go to some needy families throughout the state, and you have responded. We have, just in these past couple of minutes, we have received 3 separate $250 donations, and I know you don't do this to get a shout out on TV, but I want to give it to you because you are my heroes today. We have John Snyder, Randy Albasek, and Catherine Cheshire, all donating $250. These are people in our community who obviously are really touched by what we're trying to do here for Roadrunner Food Bank and for people who really need it. So please call and help. You can also text RRFB to 20222, and that'll give a $10 donation. So any little bit helps. We're going to send it back out to you guys.
Here. Well, thanks for being with us. We talk about the need for food, but money, cash, is also a big need. We've talked about how Roadrunner stretches the dollars, and Lynn Pfeffer's come up with a great idea to raise money $1 at a time. Tell us about your beautiful quilt, Lynn.
Well, I really liked quilts, and I love Roadrunner Food Bank, and so I spend a few months every year trying to decide what quilt I'm going to make. I love bright and colorful patterns, so this is the quilt that I did, and
it's spectacular. How much time you put into this?
Many hours.
I can't even imagine.
So just think about, if you buy a raffle ticket for $1, you're going to be getting such a good deal. You'll be helping out the Roadrunner Food Bank, and there are ways that people can still get involved in this.
Absolutely. You can go online online, you can call Roadrunner, or you can go over to Roadrunner, and for $1 or more, you can buy raffle tickets to win the quilt.
And this would be a great way. I mean, if somebody wants to donate $50 or $100, they're really upping their chances to win.
Absolutely. And the drawing will be held at Roadrunner on December 8th, and you don't need to be there to win.
All right, so you can buy your raffle tickets up until December 7th. Roadrunner Food Bank website, www.rrfb.org/quilt. Don't worry, we're going to put that information up on KOB.com to make sure that everyone can get out there and buy a raffle ticket.
Thank you very much.
And last year you said you came just shy of $2,000.
Right, and we sure would like to beat that number this year. So people, go out and buy raffle tickets.
We're shooting for $3,000 this year.
And I understand our own Heather Mills is going to draw the winning name.
Yes.
So we look forward to that. Thanks for your beautiful effort. That is nice.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Let's toss it back to Tom and Danielle.
Thank you, Stephen. There's a really wonderful scene going on behind us. We have a trailer full of food. The food was collected by the Cub Scouts, and as we mentioned earlier, they're here.
An assembly line of food going into the truck.
Right, it's moving from the trailer to the truck, and the Cub Scouts are passing it on. And I was going to ask if we could get an applause, a hand for the Cub Scouts, but their hands are full moving that food, so that's probably not going to happen right now.
That's right. Now, we've been talking about it all night. One of the biggest helpers of New Mexico is hungry is, of course, the Roadrunner Food Bank.
Now there's a new cartoon to let people know how bad the problem is for families and children and how they can help. Meet Hungry Kate, a character created by another food bank in the Midwest to bring awareness to hunger. It has been modified to show just how big the need is around New Mexico.
The fact that there are children in families who do not have enough on a regular basis to eat, on a weekly basis to eat, or a monthly basis to eat. So they're making tough decisions.
The animated story goes through the tough situation for Kate and her family. A similar situation that many around New Mexico find themselves in. Even those getting help say sometimes it's still not enough.
On average, it only lasts about 2.3 weeks, and so those families are stuck trying to figure out how they're going to make the rest of that month work.
Roadrunner has mobile food pantries in 13 different counties around the state. They always need money and volunteers to keep helping the needy. They say every day that number seems to grow, not shrink.
I'm always shocked at the types of people that are needing access to food. More and more, it's people that look just like you and me. It's not just the average homeless person either.
I think one of the most important things for nutrition for kids is some good old-fashioned milk, right?
That's correct.
We have Howard Miller with Creamland. Thank you for being here. You guys they've done a lot.
A lot. My card here says, as of this week, you've donated almost 30,000 pounds, and then you corrected me.
Which is correct. Year to date, it's over 43,000 pounds.
Wow.
It is incredible. And you're talking about milk, cottage cheese, sour cream.
That's correct.
A lot of dairy products.
That is correct. And Roadrunner's been so great with us and helped us out in many ways. And I like to see it go into needy families.
Don't you love Roadrunner as a group?
Oh, they are. They're wonderful.
Yeah. And explain why, as a business person, you believe that and why you say it.
Well, Roadrunners they're right there to help out. They send it out to all the people. As you know, milk is a code-sensitive date, and they're able to get it out to those people who need it.
And this is part of your anniversary, correct?
Yes, it is. It's our 75th birthday this year, and so a part of it we've tried to do a bit more with the Roadrunner Food Bank.
Well, that's awesome. 40-some thousand pounds of food. Spectacular.
Yeah, can't even imagine what that must look like.
Howard Miller, Creamland, thank you so much.
Thank
you.
Yeah,
appreciate it.
All right, time to talk to Steve and Ann.
All right, thank you guys so much. Well, we've got our own little team. If this was a contest on who had the biggest team, I think it'd be me and Steve. We are joined with the Yaffle kids from around town.
That's right, the Albuquerque High Bulldogs dog Mighty Mites and their coach Bill Blair. Yaffle hosts a food drive every year. How much food do you collect?
Usually collect around 3,000 pounds and so forth.
Kids, hold up the food that you brought in this afternoon so we can see it here. Use your muscles there. All right.
Okay, and keep holding them up.
What do the kids do to collect this, Bill?
Basically, our team moms drive the ship. They ask for donations from our entire Bulldog family and the community in support of the Roadrunner Food Bank.
Well, this is really great. Do the kids get excited about it?
Absolutely. Absolutely. They did a fantastic job. So.
Absolutely a fantastic job. You guys collected more than 1,800 pounds of food. That is just such a huge effort. How do you get the kids excited for an event like this?
Well, you know, what's interesting is kids love rides and games and so forth. We have a situation with the Hinkle Family Fun, and they get to go there and enjoy themselves as well as just help out folks that need some food. So.
All right, guys. Who's the quarterback? Wait, we got the cheerleaders here too, don't we? Let's hear it for the cheer team. All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All the parents involved, you did great. Now we're going to let you go put the food in the truck back here so we can get it to Roadrunner Food Bank. All right?
Okay,
Congratulations.
Well, you guys go ahead and do that. We're going to go ahead and send it out to Heather Mills, standing by at the Steve Schiff Post Office over on Candelaria, where the Boys and Girl Scouts are doing lots of sorting out there. How's it going, Heather?
Antoinette, it's going actually really, really well. In fact, I can finally hear you because I literally collected the troops and they're waiting anxiously to sing you a song. So I'm going to step out. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Sports don't wear no socks. Scouts don't wear no socks. Saw them when they took them off. Saw them when they took them off. They threw them on the fence. They threw them on the fence. Mailman hasn't been back since. Mailman hasn't been back since.
Well, there you go. Mailman has not been back since for these guys. And by the way, this is Pack 181, and this is the Girl Scout Troop 70. Guys, you guys are working so hard today, and I've seen you do such a good job. Is this an exciting event?
Yeah!
Tell me about it. Is it fun?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah? You guys are tired yet? Tired?
No. I'm just starving.
You're starving. Well, we need all the food for all the people out there. Obviously, we still have a couple trucks still waiting to come in, and these guys, as soon as those trucks come in, they yell, trucks, 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 and then they go run, right? Yeah. You go run. Okay. Back to you guys.
Yeah, I'll do this. Hello, we're back. We've got Pam Katnack here from Sandia National Labs, one of the program managers here, and she has this big check that I'm holding because she's holding something behind the check, and we'll tell you what that is in a second. But the check, tell us about the check, Pam.
Well, at Sandia Labs, we have an employee drive. The drive happens in the summer this year. We changed it around. Our employees can donate to an online account, or they can do a virtual food drive where they actually get to go online and shop for products. So you can buy macaroni and cheese or meat and do it that way. So then we also have a Lockheed Martin gift of $15,000, and altogether it adds up to a little over $19,000.
Big, heavy check. It's weighing me down. Yeah. That's wonderful.
That's something you might have seen when Tom dropped that check is the hidden turkey, right? What else did you guys do?
Well, the reason for the turkey is because this Tuesday we'll be doing Take a Turkey to Work Day.
Oh.
And we mean this kind of turkey. We don't mean any other kind of turkey. But we will collect about 300 turkeys for Roadrunner Food Bank, and we'll bring them over to Roadrunner on Tuesday. And we love to do that every year.
A lot of the money, too, $4,000 was from your employees, and then $15,000
was from Lockheed Martin. But our employees are incredibly generous. They love to support the community. They love to get out there and do whatever they can to raise money, and Roadrunner is one of our favorite causes.
Pam, let's remind the Sandia workers when they should bring the turkey to work again.
Take a Turkey to Work Day is Tuesday. They drop the turkeys off on the way to work in the morning. They just drive by bins. We get out. We take the turkey from them. All they have to do is drive in with the turkey.
Any size turkey, I would imagine.
Any size turkey. We have some groups who bring a whole carload full.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Okay. Pam, Katnack.
Great.
Yeah.
Sandia, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Time to talk to Steve and Antoinette.
Hey, thank you. We're here with the Pajarito Volando 4-H Club. You are getting ready to donate some money. How'd you collect the money, first of all?
We had a plant sale at Agri Greenhouse, and we also won 3rd place in a speech contest sponsored by the Farm Bureau.
Oh, and you donated that money?
Yes.
Oh, that's very cool.
Wait, I don't think we can see how much money this is. Let's hold this up, guys. Look at that. $500 that you guys raised for the Roadrunner Food Bank. how proud are you guys of this money that you raised?
We just like to help people, and we like to, we want to help people as 4-H, and we, yeah.
Have you ever held this much money in your hand?
No, I don't think so.
Well, listen, we're so proud of you and everybody involved. We want to try to pull back wide because we've got a big bunch here. Don't miss over here on the end and that end. And we will thank you, and challenge you to do this much again next year. Can you do that for us? Because you know the Roadrunner Food Bank will take this $500 and they'll make it worth a couple $1,000s with their buying power. So we're very, very grateful for all that you've done, and we encourage you to do it next year. And Antoinette, before we toss this out, I had a friend come by who donated some money. Steve Hillerman. He's the son of the late Tony Hillerman, and he just donated a check to Roadrunner Food Bank for $1,000.
Oh, thank you so much for doing that.
The generosity is outstanding. We'd love you to get involved. The number is on your screen where you can call and make a pledge. Money itself is probably the biggest need that we have out there.
Absolutely. Just like what these kids are doing, raising that money. You know, they say for every dollar that's raised, that turns into quite a few pounds of food. So anything little bit you could help. You've seen that number scrolling at the bottom of your screen. So every little bit helps, just like these guys are showing us here. Right now, we're going to send it over to Tom and Danielle.
All right, thank you so much. And with us now, a young man who haunts me every year in a wonderful way. This is Andrew Lopez. He plays football for La Cueva, and he came here 3 years ago, and he had, with some friends, collected some food. And tell our viewers how many pounds you collected the first year.
My very first year, I collected like 750 pounds.
Right. And after he told me that the very first year, I said, come on, Andrew. I bet you can do better than that. So he came back last year, and you had how much?
2,500 pounds.
And guess who's back?
Yeah, and guess who's back? And our cards are wrong again, which I love, because I love to be corrected by an even bigger number. We were told that you raised this year 3,000 pounds, but what is it?
4,000 pounds.
Wow.
4,000. This is one guy. I mean, you had help, but basically one guy who spearheaded this drive, 4,000 pounds. And how did you get all that food?
I did that with friends, and I went to area businesses in Albuquerque and asked for money donations. I asked for my football team and Twitter.
That's awesome.
Wonder what young people should be like? Andrew Lopez. Awesome effort.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I just hope that everybody will go out there and find something that can help the community and the place they live.
And you have plans that we hear to continue helping the community. What do you want to do?
No. Yesterday, I just enlisted to the National Guard.
You did?
Yes,
yesterday? Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. And congratulations on your awesome effort.
Yeah.
That's a lot of food for basically one person to collect. Our hats off to you.
Thank you.
Andrew Lopez.
I'd like to thank my coaches, Coach Sufal of the Albuquerque Bulldogs, Coach Lucero, the La Cueva, and my teammates, Coach Wallen of the Cano Fistler team. I'd like to thank my English teacher, Miss Ray, Master Sergeant McLeod, First Sergeant Griego, and I'd like to thank my mom and dad.
You should. Well, a lot of important people have influenced you along the way.
Thank you.
It's good to hear some teachers' names in there.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back with more in the KOB Eyewitness News 4 Holiday Food Drive.
And welcome back to the KOB Eyewitness News 4 Holiday Food Drive in conjunction with the Roadrunner Food Bank. We've been here at ABQ Uptown for the last hour or so collecting a lot of food. You've seen the video of the Cub Scouts, the Yaffle teams, the Girl Scouts, all of these kids coming in. It's just such a great time of year. This really gets us in the holiday spirit. Right now we are joined by Jeremy Strife with ABQ Uptown. Tell us, why does ABQ Uptown get involved in an event like this?
Well, the Simon Property Group, who acquired the property, we celebrated our one-year anniversary in July, loves to do a lot of these charity events throughout the year. This is the one that kicks off our holiday season. Earlier this morning, we had the St. Jude Walk at Cottonwood Mall, and we do the Leukemia Lymphoma Walk here as well a couple months back. So it's important for us to have a community outreach because we are a major part of the consumers' lives.
This is such a cool setup and just such a perfect layout for doing an event like this.
It is. We're pretty lucky. Albuquerque. This is a one-of-a-kind center, and we're happy to host a one-of-a-kind event here. And this is our 6th year to be the site host for KOB Food Runner, and this is our first annual tree lighting. So we're happy to make that partnership.
Now, we have to block off the streets. We got trucks and lights. It can't be perfectly convenient for all of your merchants, but I bet they're fully behind it anyway.
They love it. They have individual tenant offerings going on tonight. So come in, take a look at the tree, donate to Food Runner, and walk the center and see what kind of deals there are out there.
Earlier this evening, I stopped by Starbucks to go grab a caramel apple spice, get me in the holiday spirit. It was so busy in there. I was like, this has got to be the busiest Starbucks in town. They're like, the food drive, and we're about to do holiday shopping. It just really gets people revved up for the holiday season.
And speaking of getting revved up, I see Sandy Amini with some old guy, looks older than me, white hat, red suit. Could it be?
It is Santa Claus! Hey, Santa Claus! Came down to help out.
Jeremy, did you know he was coming?
Well, we may have made a couple phone calls.
Well, you really have some good connections there to get Santa to come all the way down here to Albuquerque.
We do it for Albuquerque.
Now, you mentioned there's going to be a tree lighting tonight.
There is. We're moments away from that. It marks the beginning of our holiday shopping season. 45-foot tree here for everyone to see, the kids to enjoy. So come on out, make a donation, and take a look at the center.
Well, now we talk about donations, and you may be saying, well, I'm kind of close, or I don't have any spare non-perishable food. Hey, we'll take cash and checks too.
Oh yeah, everything is a little bit as $1, even if you want to donate. You've seen the phone number scrolling at the bottom of your screen throughout the broadcast. You can donate anything you want, really.
And we also like to point out that while this event ends in just a few minutes, the drive goes on. The need is year-round. Roadrunner Food Bank is there 365 all year, and they would love to hear from you. There are so many ways to donate. Maybe this will inspire you to come up with your own drive and get your neighborhood or your social group or your church involved.
Absolutely. Well, thanks so much for hosting this event. It's a great thing for the community right now. We're going to send it over to Tom and Danielle.
This is crazy. Look at who just showed up. We were standing here just talking, and Santa literally dropped in on us, pulled up in this red Mini Cooper, a convertible. Look, great ride.
Yeah. You're so modernized, Jeff.
What are you doing in this neck of the woods?
I just came to visit everybody here in town.
Okay.
We're going to light the tree tonight.
That's what I hear.
And look at this.
So you'll be part of that,
Sure.
I hope? Okay.
We've got a big bag.
Oh, yeah. I got some candy canes and some bells for the kids. All sorts of little...
Wonderful. We're going to light the tree in just a moment, but before we do, let's talk to Melody as we get ready to wrap up the food drive.
This has just been a wonderful gift, speaking of Santa, for hungry people today.
Well deserved.
People have been wonderfully generous, and we're just delighted that people turned out and gave so much food to help feed hungry people.
Yeah, pretty heartwarming.
It's much needed.
Yeah, and it's amazing. The world is so big, and this fella drops in to help us out. It's a good omen.
That's how important it is, yeah.
Well, we, as I understand, are really close to lighting the Christmas tree here at ABQ Uptown. This is what we hope will be a new tradition, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
What a wonderful tradition.
We have not lit a tree out here, I think, in the entire time we've been doing the food truck.
Yeah. Well, Santa, just since you came from so far away, do you want to? Do you want the honor?
Yeah, of course.
All right.
I'd love to. Sure.
Maybe we'll do like a 5-4. Yeah,
sure.
5-4. What's appropriate to say? You probably do this.
Well, should we go over near closer to the tree, or are we staying here?
What would you? You're the boss.
Well, I can.
Let's go over near the tree.
All right.
Get a better shot.
Grab yours.
All right. All right. Let's go over that way. Hello. As we walk over, I think we're looking for Antoinette and stuff.
We're right over
hey,
here.
Where are you? Hello, Steve.
Right, here
over here.
Okay, we lost Steve. Okay, there he is.
We got our
Live TV.
All right, Santa.
Come on in.
Come on in.
There we go.
Okay.
Well,
So it's a really nice tree. Yeah. And once again, we have the big tree here, the big Christmas tree.
We're counting down. 2, 1.
Light!
Yeah!
Merry Christmas,
What do you say?
Merry Christmas. Christmas, everybody.
And thank you so much for helping us this year with the Roadrunner Food Bank Eyewitness News 4 food drive. It's been a good year. It really
Look
has.
at that tree. That tree is unbelievable.
And still time for you to get involved or to stay involved or to start something brand new.
Absolutely.
You can always call the phone number that's scrolling at the bottom of your screen right now if you would like to donate some money. Every little bit helps. Also, you can go and donate to the Roadrunner Food Bank at any time of the year. This is not something that's just around the holidays. Their website, we're going to have it up on KOB.com if you would like to go and donate. And just keep that holiday spirit coming in because this is just such a great thing that we do every year.
Yeah, don't forget we have barrels set up at Starbucks as well as Smith's. So if you're out and about and want to drop off some food, there are those locations all over the metro and all over New Mexico.
All right. Yep, still time to go donate. Head out to those places, coffee lovers and Smith's shoppers, because there's still a big need.
And if you're watching this right now, you've got a few minutes. We'll hang out for a little bit if you want to come down to
All right, we're about to sign off. Let's give Santa the last word.
Well, I'll be here for a little while yet. So just saying hello to all the kids. If somebody's got some stuff they can come down and donate, I think that'd be great.
Awesome.
Okay, we're done.
Thank you.
Well, let's switch gears here and take a live look from ABQ Uptown, where you just saw KOB in our annual food drive special. Thank you so much for everybody who called in and helped and donated. There you can see the Uptown Christmas tree lit for the season. A beautiful, cold but beautiful, clear night out there. And with that said, hopefully we can expect the same for the rest of the weekend. Eddie, what's it looking like?
That's true. You know, we just have a few clouds overhead, and of course Santa was over there. He made a clear landing. Very good about that. And it's that time of year, you know, it's going to start getting cold. But here's a time lapse. We did see those high clouds move in over Albuquerque. Really didn't cause too many concerns as far as rain goes, at least not for our part of the state. There are, however, some parts like southern New Mexico, which will be seeing some rain tonight, and also some northern parts of the state, which could be seeing some snow. I'm detailing all of that for you coming up in my full forecast.
Thanks, Eddie. And as you saw, our crews just wrapped up our donation drive in the Northeast Heights. They were at the post office on Eubank and Candelaria tonight. Dozens of Boy and Girl Scouts helped unload and collect boxes of food for people during the holiday season.
They look forward to it every year, and the whole pack usually shows up. We've teamed up with Troop 70, the Girl Scouts, and they all show up. So it really helps the Steve shift. This is one of the largest ones that receive the food, and it really helps that we're all here to help them sort their food.
Now, right now, it's too early to know just how much was collected, but it looks pretty good so far. Things also very busy here in our newsroom. We had about 10 people taking calls in our newsroom as part of that food drive. The donations were coming in steadily through the hour. The Roadrunner Food Bank says this whole event means a great deal for those without food for the holidays.
You know, I've been receiving calls for assistance for holiday meals. Where can I get a turkey? Over the past 2 days, maybe 10 calls, and I'm not on the front lines by any means.
Roadrunner Food Bank is always accepting donations. We found out that the food bank has collected more than 43,000 pounds of food to this day. They are celebrating 75 years of service this year. And don't forget, this time next week is the River of Light celebration. There are about 400 light displays and 3D sculptures set up on the Botanic Gardens at the Biopark. The festivities all start on November 24th. They run through December 30th. You can head to our website, KOB.com, to get your tickets right now. Just look under 4 links.